lap first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as we get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Sprint 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. A couple of leads them through one already. Davison and Sinisa wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Bell. As a rolling was climbing up the front of the lead as well. Phase there, Katakazinas.
Yes, he did.
Labouring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. They're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway. James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stoneford on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it, Sinka. I think it was him off of Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the left hand.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for our street circuit tonight of the third round of the SRW Super Formula Lights Series. We are in tonight with some mega battles going on. The times are already dropping as our Season 1 champion is already hitting the light button on the top of the screen. We've got some amazing weather tonight, nice and wet all round. It's going to be a lot of fun. A little bit of rain is finished, but it's more to come. Quality has started, so I'll run through the order of business and get all the washing and soaps and kitchen done and hang out the laundry for you all. We are tonight at Indianapolis Road Course Current with a 30-30 split tonight. We have two 30-minute races of the reverse top 10. We are followed by the Miami GP on the round 4 on the 20th of the 5th. Then we go to Donington Park for the Grand Prix circuit on round 5. Long Beach at round 6. Coda round 7. Zolder at round 8. And the amazing Interlagos Grand Prix layout for a full hour, round 9. So it's going to be spectacular. As we have a look at how the boys are all sitting, the pros have been battling it out. And at the top step, Zachy Barton from SLM Academy has got himself on the top step, leading it up by 1 whole point after 3 rounds to David Gallo from the Carling Motorsports team. David Gallo with some amazing new form. Tom Donahue, our Season 1 champion, is sitting only 2 points adrift from David Gallo. So the battle is on. They are very close. 11 points behind him is Kyle Ridley from SLM Motorsports. Jason Depp, the newly promoted pro, was in 5th place from the SLM Academy. Daniel Byrne, the Carling Motorsport teammate of David Gallo, has got some fine form and back up into the top 6, fighting for some critical points. Dougie Gowans, who missed round 1 due to his missus dragging him round the countryside on a holiday, and he is sitting in round 7. Greggy Cook from Project 36 is 3 points behind him at 8th place. Brandon Levin from Team SRW sitting on 100 points in 9th place. Geordie Miller from Miller Racing is in 10th. Darren Fahey from DPR in 11th. Mitchy Noble from SLM Brotherhood in 12th. And his teammate Jacob McIntyre in 13th. As we go down the list, we'll have a look at the Pro-Ams and we'll rush through this because we want to get some scores out there from the qualifying section. Nicholas Martin from Get a Grip is leading it out there by 6 points on 163 points in first place. In second place, we've got Thomas Sunny Cena from the SLM Academy, 8 points behind him. Sam Kutakazunos, Privateer, a further 11 points behind in third place. Tyler Sheaf from the SLM Academy, 2 points behind him in fourth. Liam Amos, Sim Racing Brotherhood, 5th. Ed Cullen, Shadow Racing, 6th. David Lawrence, Project 36, 7th. Matt Nazario from the SLM Academy in 8th. Callum Rosenator, his teammate, is sitting in 9th. And Matty Neal from Team ANZ is in 10th place, followed by Lachlan J, Lester Craig, Peter Latham, Callum Hodgkinson, Timothy Schmellenberg and Brent Wassell. We go down to the AMS, some critical points fighting through there. As we know, there's 3 championships on here tonight. Pro-Am and AM, and all points from the top to the bottom of this grid is fighting for critical points. Andrew Martin from Get a Grip is leading them out with 107 points. He has got a 13-point lead on Kevin Wakefield from LCR Esports. Following him in third place is Dean Sinkovich from Team SRW. Fourth place, Jared Gilbert from Project 36. Bruce McLeod in 5th place from Shadow Racing. 6th is Stevie Daniels Jr. from LCR Esports. 7th, Simon Tharrington from Shadow Racing. 8th, Christopher Tomlin from LCR Esports. And 9th, Cameron Hardwick from the SLM Academy. Ladies and gents, that's everything how they're posting. We're in round 3, so some critical battles going on. Car 057 has already got himself a pit lane start for impeding. Welcome to the room, Biggles. Welcome to an amazing night at Indianapolis Street Circuit tonight, mate.
Yeah, tricky one as well, too, in the wet conditions. The drivers just started getting some dry weather towards the end of the practice session. Now that we're in the qualifying session, it started to come down again. You can see the trail of water that's all over the place. There's a couple of puddles around. All the drivers are out at the moment on wet weather tyres, apart from Chris Tomlin, who was down there in the 23rd position on the dries, and a few of the other drivers have yet to come out there and set some time. So, interesting situation. Although it is, just looking at the wet weather, a rain shower that might stop by the time we get to the start of this race, and then perhaps some more weather on the horizon as well too. So we're in for some tricky conditions here tonight.
definitely in for the tricky conditions. Tricky racing as well. I can't remember how long ago it was since I've been out on this track. So it is a fun one to do, and everyone loves it. Bit of standing water in a lot of spots as well, which is going to be very tricky for this race. We saw what happened in past races where there's standing water. It does inhibit your ability to take a straight line and keep it clean sometimes. It sucks the wheels left and right. Mitchy Noble's got the fastest time at the moment, mate. Am I peaking here or what? It's 1:28.21 from Mitchy Noble at the moment. Donahue in second, Ridley third, Gallo fourth, Miller fifth, Burns sixth, Thomas Sunny Cena the highest Pro-Am in seventh, then Oliver Gowan and Depp for the top 10th. Highest Am is Stevie Daniels in 22nd position. We've got, I think it is 34 cars on the grid tonight.
Yeah, that's really good. Tom's about to cross the line. Will he go to the top of the timesheets? Three tenths. He will go to the top of timesheets. He just set at 27.9. First man in the 27 club tonight. So track is got improvement, clearly. If you can get out there, but those puddles are scary. Got to cool those wet weather tyres down. Don't want to let them overheat too much.
It's gonna be a tough one, man. There's some of those that breaking into the first corner, getting into that chicane section, and then you're far right. There's so many tricky little spots there, which is going to be really tough. Junior Nitro Junkie retracted the message. David Lawler, damn, I'm missing the rain tonight. And fire up Greg Cook fans. Good to see. Also, fire up all you fans, everyone out there. Like, share, and subscribe, and get these boys. Get some optics on these boys. They're very fast, entertaining racing, and there should be a lot of people watching this because it's a lot of fun to see. We saw a couple already go off a bit of track here and there, mate, but we've got Cesario on the moment in his golden livery coming through from the SLM boys. Yeah. You'll see a few new things that Biggles brought to the fun house tonight.
We got Ackland,
we saw the
Dan,
off tracks down the bottom.
A new driver as well here this evening from the Black Fang Racing that's joined the league. So Dan's a pro driver, will be with the pro boys. Yes,
we seem to be getting subscriptions will be shut off at the end of this week. Everything is pretty much full. We've got 50 drivers pretty much and everything registered. Obviously, you don't get all 50 on there every week. Otherwise, it would be shambolic. But actually, not probably shambolic, but exciting. Mitchy Noble, dude. Look at that.
Wow.
Papaya, 2 purples and a papaya as he comes across the line with a 127. What the hell's going on with Mitchy Noble? Could someone check under his helmet to see if it is Mitch Noble driving? Noble. Ridley is just at a purple first sector, 2 papayas, 3 papayas. He's going to go up the list a little bit. Where has he gone up? He's gone to 9th. So he's moved up a little bit. We are down to the last 2 minutes, mate, because the hammer will fall. Ray Oliver with a nice impressive time as well, all the way up to 2nd place. Tipping, Donahue by 2/100ths of a second. Crack a bit of work out there. It looks like they are all still on wets except for Tomlin.
That car facing the opposite direction as well, too, as Tom Donahue was going around. That's a very, very scary moment. I think some of the drivers now are going to be retiring for the session because not enough time to get another lap in.
Yeah.
Chris Tomlin didn't actually get a decent... He was anyone that didn't even bother to put the wets on, so... He didn't really set any competitive time here. Greg Cook goes up at a P7.
It's a big gamble.
Tom at the moment could still get this one here, but
Donahue's coming through. Look at him go.
Plan.
He's not too far off the second. He's got about 20 seconds left in it, so he's going to kind of line. Is he going to get enough to get up there? He's got it in 3rd, not enough to get up into Lord Thomas Sonny Cena in 2nd place. What the hell? Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Sonny Cena has arrived. Just ripping that time down with 20 seconds left in the session. Whoa. What a time that was.
Ray Oliver's still got a chance here. Perhaps.
Yeah, Oliver's got a purple papaya and green papaya and a purple as he comes around the final corner. Let's see how he goes as he crosses the line. Oh, another purple sector. Ray Oliver takes it up.
He takes it.
Ray Oliver takes it on the dying seconds to top step. Oh my goodness, the track evolution must be coming out. It must be drying up or something going on, but that was spectacular, man.
That was impressive. Let's have a look at our starting grid for tonight now.
Wow.
That was crazy. That was amazing. Ladies and gents, this is how we're lining up tonight for the SRW Super Formula Lights Championship. If you want your name up there as a title sponsor, let me know. In row 1, we've got Ray Oliver smashing a fantastic pole position, followed by Mitchy Noble, two unsuspected characters on the front row. On the second row, we've got Thomas Cena, not a regular on the very, very pointy end, but mid-pack has got himself into the second row beside the reigning champion, Tom Donahue. In the third row, we've got Zachy Barton from SLM Academy beside Dougie Gowans from SLM Motorsports team. Following in row 4, we have got Daniel Byrne from the Carling Motorsports team beside Dan Ackland, the new driver there from the, I can't remember the name.
Black Fang.
That's it, Black Fang. That's one from the karate movie, isn't it? Greg Cook from Project 36 is beside Matt Tazario from the SLM Academy. In row 6, we have got Carling Motorsports, Davey Gallo beside Jason Depp from the SLM Academy. Row 7, we've got the legends, Mr. Kyle Ridley and Geordie Miller, two boys that are going to be fighting it out and very close in pace tonight. Row 8 brings us to Nicholas Martin from Get a Grip and Lester Craig from the Shadow Racing team. As we go to row 9, we've got Matty Neal from the ANZ Racing beside Ed Cullen from the Shadow Racing team. And leads us into row 10. We've got Callum Hodgkinson from OPR and Timothy Schmellenberg from JWM. In the 11th row, we've got Stevie Daniels Jr. beside Peter Latham from the Shadow Racing team as well, I believe. And in row 12, we've got Sam Kudakazlinos beside Darren Fahey from DFR. In the 13th row, Cam Hardwick is beside Kevin Wakefield from LCR, Hardwick from the SLM Academy. And the last few rows, we've got row 14, Tyler Sheaf beside Chris Tomlin. As we come to the final bit, we have got Greggy Johnson and Andrew Martin lining up in row 15. And we've got a couple more to go. Jen Simon Farrington from Shadow Racing as the last official driver to get a qualifying time. Downstairs tonight is Greggy Barber, our race director, with Stephanie Piccoli, Dean Sinkovich and Jared Gilbert yet to set a lap time for Coley in the spectacular AMG. We are right down the back of the track, right down to the curb, mate. And we've got 15 seconds to go. Ladies and gents, buckle it in. Like, subscribe, hit your notification buttons because the Super Formula Lights at SRW are lighting it up tonight for a 30-minute race. The lights are about to go green. Ray Oliver and Mitchy Noble are going to lead them out on the front row. Green flag. Going. Lights are green, green, green. Everyone's got down on a good start. Looks like Oliver bogged it down a little bit. Thomas Cena got right up there as well. Mitchy Noble, what the hell happened to him? He disappeared from the grid virtually then, and he's getting a way through. Look at this, 3 wide coming through. Zachy Barton, Sonny Cena chose to back it off a little bit. Ray Oliver in third place. Daniel Burns come across there with Greggy Cook, but have a look at this straight away. Zachy Barton and Thomas Sonny Cena, teammates, going for it big time, leading it out. They've obviously done a lot of practice together and got a fantastic start. Ray Oliver in third, Daniel Byrne fourth, Greg Cook, Tom Donahue, Davey Gallo, Ridley, Tesario, Martin, Auckland. Where the happened to Mitch Noble? Mitch Noble ended up in 14th. He's on dry tyres. Yeah. He's on dry tyres. That's what's happened. We've got a couple of boys that have gone to the grid on dry tyres. So if you have a look, you can see what is going on through there. The first two, Zachy Barton and Thomas Sonny Cena, are on wets. They took off like lightning bolts, and they're being pursued by Daniel Byrne and Ray Oliver, who chose to risk it for the biscuit and go out on the dries. Then we've got Davey Gallo on dry. Tom Donahue on the wets. He's been passed by Gallo coming through there as well. And the boys have got a couple there. It looks like Mitchy Noble must have bogged it down big time.
Yeah, I mean, Mitch Noble's been caught in that one. I think Andrew Martin, Cole Ridley had a little bit of a moment. Darren Faraway. So that's the situation with some of these drivers. But yeah, that's the big spread between the wets and the dries. As you can see, it's going to see how it pans out of us in this race. Is it going to start coming to those dry weather tyres, or are the wets still the cars to be on? As you see, a nice little battle here for P4 as we're coming down to turn 1.
Yeah, they're going cracking bit of effort there as well at the moment. Still a fair bit of the spray coming off the tyres, so there's a lot of a lot of wetness out there, so I'm not sure how smart it would be to be out on the wets at the moment. Oh, we got Get a Grips cards turning around down the bottom there. They got in a bit of way. I'm going to turn the names off because they are
lost
not
it himself.
refreshing at the moment.
Oh, there. Yeah, that was just all the Mitchy Noble. Oh, a few of them are sliding into that corner. That's what kind of happened there.
Yeah, there's a bit of a puddle coming through there.
You're going to see a bit of a power slide up the road. That's Mitchy Noble going off, and that's Lester Craig saying, I want to go off with you as well, too, and it caused a little bit of a pile up there, but not too bad. No caution car being called out just yet.
Yep, 100%. I'm just... getting this serve up boosted a little bit because it looks like the...
Mitch has gone around again too. He's really struggling at the moment.
Your stream to me has gone all fuzzy. A few people are venturing out on the grass there as well. It's starting to struggle and keep it clean. We've got 2 wide coming in the bottom screen coming through there. Let's see how they come out and pan it through there. There's a lot of action coming through. Oh, beautiful move there by Donahue over the top of Gallo.
Yeah. And Gallon's on Matt Serio as well, too. Gungy's trying to make some places back up, it looks like. As well as he's on the wet weather tyres. So is Matt Serio. Ray Oliver behind him is on the dry tyres, so that's an interesting situation. But he had a little off-track moment as well, too. As they get out in those puddles, they're struggling at the moment. They just need this track to continue to dry up for them, and that's when the dry tyre is going to come to you. Here's Matt Neal and David Gallo. 2, once again, dry tyre runners. There's your race control message. So it's car 236. There's an incident in lap 1 investigating that at the moment. That's
yeah, it looks like the dry tyres are all the way down and back, most of them, apart from Daniel Byrne and David Gallo at the moment. And looks like Daniel Uckland and Ray Oliver are dropping down as well on dry. So maybe not the right move for the start of this race.
Oh, Johnny Miller's gone around.
Daniel Byrne is still doing well.
I think Johnny Miller's gone to the pit, sorry. Yep, to serve that suspension, actually. Or it looks like something. Johnny Miller's under investigation. I might have called him in for a drive-through penalty or something. Or he just crashed, actually, and wouldn't have towed that quickly, so not quite sure what happened there, Johnny Miller. But here's Daniel Byrne now. Oh, see the exit that he comes out of the corner. He was starting to put some pressure there on Tommy Sunny Sierra, but he just got into the puddle there. Just no grip. Look, absolutely. He's straight line speed where it's dry, mate. Absolutely hammering these dry tyres. But when you get into that corners with the little bit of wet spray, that's where they're starting to struggle right now. This is a matter of survival here for those wet weather, dry weather tyres. And as you can see currently, inside the top 12 or so. Oh, as it looks like Matt Neal might have gone around somewhere as well. He has. So Matt Neal's gone off the track there. Another dry tyre runner. Struggling here at the moment there, Steve. These drivers just need to figure out a way to just survive these first 10 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah, it's very slippery out there, and there's parts going everywhere. They're not pushing each other as hard. They're still keeping space across them. There's a couple of really close battles, like the moment on the bottom screen, Ray Oliver going on the outside line.
Zach Barton's coming in.
Have a look there. Didn't quite do it.
From the lead. I think he's just electing to get rid of these tyres now before it becomes too late. That's an interesting call.
Yeah. Well, why is he? I don't know. I wouldn't be going in at the moment. Zach Barton's in there for a 30 minute. He's up on the sticks.
Yeah, he's going to lose.
Out now. Did he change tyres?
Yeah. No, not yet. Still showing him on wets. As Daniel Byrne, the dry tyres.
He's up on the sticks now, so he's just about to get up now.
Daniel Byrne in the dry tyres is leading this race currently at the moment. So, but for how long?
Here we go. It's a penalty coming out.
Zach switched over to dries.
236 causing incident on lap 1. Who is that tonight?
Whoa! Tommy had a spin.
Oh, Oh,
That's the wet weather tyres as
lucky
well, too.
Phil.
He's lost the position to Donahue now.
Yep.
Dougie Gowans has had a spin. Wet weather tyres are starting to struggle now. Steve?
Say again, mate.
The wet weather tyres are starting to struggle now. Believe it or not,
They're
we're
probably
seeing
overheating
mistakes
a little bit as well.
Yeah, we're seeing
Yeah.
mistakes from the wet weather tyres, not so much the dry weather tyre runners. So I think that might be the
Well, the
right
track
call
looks-
for Zach Barton, although he's going to
Yeah.
lose a lot of positions. But then again, he's got
It-
there's a stack of people out there in wet weather tyres that might still come in.
Yeah, it's looking pretty dry out there at some spots, but there's still some puddles, some water sitting around and hanging around on there. So I'm not too sure. It's got to be the heat in the tyres. It's got to be. It can't be anything else at this point.
Let's have a quick little recap of our groups here currently at the moment for our classes. There's a 10-point penalty for contact on lap 1 for car 236. That was Geordie Miller, actually, so that investigation has been looked into.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little bit tighter in some of the plots at the moment. We just saw Dan Eklund and Ray Oliver swap places as well. Ray is starting to come through on those dries. Yeah, he's starting to take effect. Some very, very tight ones going. Dougie Gowans is trying to make his way through. He's changed his livery again.
Car 236. So it's a tow without permission. So it was actually, my apologies, that was Geordie Miller. I saw him just disappear and went into the pit lane, and I thought, well, you've got to wait for a permission to get towed here with our race control. That's what's happened. We've got a spinner there too in the background. That's Carl
In
Ridley.
the chat, it says he's having issues with his brake pedals. No pointing, running anyone's. Point ruining anyone's race. Oh, okay.
Greg
So
Cook's
he's
come in. Doug Gowans has come in. They're
Yeah.
getting ready these wet weather tyres. It's probably a good call at this point. You've got to realise how much you're going to start dropping back to those dry runners behind them now. Zach Barton was going to make his way up. He gets past Dazza. You just got to think about that. Zach Barton coming from the lead down in P24 now. He's going to have to do an SVG drive here. His way back up through the field here. The problem is it's a 30-minute race, so you've got plenty of time.
All right, well, we're coming up to the 10 minutes into the first 30. A few people getting in there. There's definitely not going to be a reason for a pit stop for fuel, I don't think. But Daniel Byrne is showing some great pace at the front and leading them out nicely. Donahue now in second place. Still on the wets, though, Donahue.
Yeah,
Schmellenberg's got himself up on the wets. Hardwick, Tyler Sheaf. There's a lot of names that we wouldn't expect to be at the pointy end normally with wet weather tyres with on the wet.
It's a big gamble because I think now's your time to start thinking about coming in, because if you're gonna have to get through a field of cars here, and you don't want to be doing that with just 5 minutes and change at the end of the race to do it. You've got to start thinking about it. You've got to take that gamble pretty quickly. Darren has gone off track somewhere. He's struggling a little bit. He's missing a front end, actually. Not him. So there's a car up the road. That's Lester Craig. He's got absolutely no front end on that 133. Our driver here from across the pond. Kyle Ridley now, once he took that... he hasn't taken a pit stop yet, but Kyle Ridley has been around for the pink machine. That's dry tyres versus wet weather tyres going into turn one.
Two different selections, two different outputs showing up now.
Oh, contact almost.
Yeah, nicely done. Look at them come through that chicane,
Zach
man. That's
Barton's
very,
just-
very tight as Ridley comes through.
Zach
And
Barton's
now
up to
Zachy Barton
17th now, mate. 17th place.
coming through doing some great work. A few meatballs there. Tazaria's got a meatball, so has Dan Ackland. But this track's evolving now and starting to give us
Oh, and there goes Barton.
Oh, just as we cursed him. Oh, he's just slid out of the way.
A little too much, but he's all right.
Yeah.
He'll drop a
A
couple
little
of...
bit too much heat.
Tomlin will get right past him now, but that's, So, Tesserio's coming in and Timothy Smellenberger coming in. So, I think they've come together. Well, I know... oh, no, it was Zach Barton, of course, that had a little moment before.
Yeah.
So, and Tesserio's gone off track, so they've probably, that's caused some damage on those cars.
Yeah. Matty Neal's got himself a penalty as well there for contact with car 028. So, a bit of work to do to get back into the pointy end. Not sure what's going on with my... with the stream with me at the moment, but it's all blurry, just like I'm an old man. I am, but it's sitting, I'm sitting in about
we won't worry about the picture-in-picture and stuff for
download.
now. At the moment, mate, we'll keep it so we get to save something.
Yeah, 100%. Keep rock and rolling. We can see what we're doing. That's the main thing. But I tell you what, if you're out there, you like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons. Let us know who you're following, who you're supporting out there, so we can get on there and show them off for you.
Have a look at the time at the moment, I think. Look at the time that Tom's dropping to Gallo. That's wet weather tyres versus dry weather tyres on our little head-to-head battle there. So, how much more longer do you want to keep staying out there?
Andrew Martin, mate. Sorry. Andrew Martin's got himself a drive-through penalty for conduct during qualifying, I think I heard, right? Is that right?
I think so, yeah. There was something. Unsportsmanlike conduct, actually.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. It's something we might have missed, but the boys are battling it on and keep going at the moment. We are into just about the halfway mark, just coming close to it, but nothing has really been treacherous. The boys have gapped out a lot at the moment. There's only a couple, as you can see, on the tower. The yellows and oranges are people within a second of each other, so there's a couple that are starting to catch each other at the moment. Bit of a battle there on the LCR boys and Lester Craig coming through there.
Lester Craig's got no front wings, and they're going to get past him here. Lester Craig's still staying out. Actually, they're not completely getting past him in that one. It will now. I don't think he's going to have the exit speed.
Yep. Nice little bit of driving. Very smooth driving out there tonight. No one's really taking any big risks.
Greg Cook gets past Kevin Wakefield as well, too. That's Kevin Wakefield on wet weather tyres. Greg Cook came into that pit stop on lap 6, so he put those dries on so he can slice his way back up through there for the Project 36 boys, who had a good result in the Australian NASCAR Series last night as well, too. Picking themselves up a P3.
Who was that?
I think David will know out there, that's for sure. Tommy Sierra's getting passed there by Ray Oliver, so Tommy Sonny Sierra, mate, he's going to elect to stay out as much as he can at the moment, but I think he's going to start dropping outside that top 10. Ken Hardwick comes in to change the boots.
More and more on the dries now. Daniel Byrne. Oh, Ridley. Is that right? Ridley just crashed?
No. Don't see anything from Ridley. Mitch Noble just gets past a couple of people as well, too. So keep out for Mitch Noble. I think he's the quickest man on the track currently at the moment. Let's have a look at his racing to the leader. And there it is. So Mitch Noble's taking 2 seconds in the last 2 laps out of our race leader alone. He is in P6. That goes to show you that Mitch Noble's doing Mitch Noble things at the moment, loving these changeable conditions. He's got 22 seconds to make up, and he's got 15 laps, roughly. They're saying catch the leader in 14 laps now.
Yep.
But the leaders are on dry tyres. He'll definitely catch those wet weather runners, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say so too. He's got Thomas Sonny Cedar in front of him. I think they've got 3.14 seconds gap.
No, it's just 1.8 to
1.8
to Tony. Yeah, and then he sliced 4 seconds a lap out of him at the moment, each lap. So
yeah, doing really well.
Thomas,
he's come one with the track at the moment.
Yeah.
Cam Hardwick is chasing down his teammate at the moment. And he's got Ed Cullen behind them as well. Matt Tesario behind him, and he's chasing down the Fang at the moment. Black Fang from the Cobra Kai show.
Greg Cook gets a lap past Lester Craig, who's
misses that big time cookie. Dirty tyres. You've got to be careful right now. Competing with someone else at the moment while you've got dirty tyres is a very dangerous thing out there, Mr. Cook. But as Thomas Sonny's seen, is running through the wet bits to keep his tyres cool by the look of it. He is on wets at the moment. So only in the wets in the top 5 is Donahue. And, well, he was in the top 5. Yes, he still is. And And is that Zach Barton still on the wets? Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna commit to this for now, I guess, as wet weather runners. We don't know if there's not going to be perhaps another late shower in this race. We might start coming back to them, but at this point, they certainly will drop some places. Carl Ridley should get past Stevie Daniels here because Stevie's on the wet weather tyres. Carl Ridley, who has not made a pit stop in these, there he goes slicing on by. Carl Ridley started this race on the dryers, had a little off-track moments.
A few meatballs there. Looks like Greggy Johnson and Dean Sickridge both meatballs. And Lester Craig. I'm not sure if Greg and Dean came together or not.
Yeah, it looks like they did. Actually, Lester Craig and Dean had a crash with Lester Craig. I don't know if that was nearby, but here's Bro. Looks like he's all by himself here. Somebody's had it. Yeah, Dean's just massively lost it on the exit.
Destroyed it. And looks like Lester's asking for a tow. I didn't see the incident with Greg yet, but I'm sure you found it just yet, have you? This is Lester getting off the track out of the way. His car's ruined as well. He's been given permission. Here we go. There's who is he? That with Lester Craig. Okay. So it's a bit hard to tell.
Johnstone, I think it is.
It doesn't. I don't know whether Greg got cut off or whether Greg slid into him, so it's a bit hard to tell from that angle. Yeah, Dean's car is cooked. He can't move. All right, Dean's towing at the moment.
It's just hard to tell.
Oh, looks like Lester drifted out into him. Yeah, looks like he might have drifted out into him. Unfortunate, but they live on to race on, ladies and gents. We are down to how many minutes, mate? I can't see that.
About 10 minutes now, almost 11 minutes.
Almost minutes to go. As you can see them coming down the main straight. A little bit of drafting there. Nicky Martin's having an approach at the moment, trying to see if he can get anywhere. Not helping.
Stevie Daniels has gone off the track somewhere there a little bit. Greg Cook gets around him. Carl Ridley and Taylor Sheaf. We got Mitch Noble is going to be in the back of Ray Oliver very, very soon. I'll switch up to that one. There he is. The man that's been the fastest until Zach Barton just replaced the fastest lap from him. But now he's facing the dry. He's facing the dry competitors now. So he's got past those wet weather tyre guys, but now he's got to race it up against the guys that are on the same boots that he's on. And look at that, Mitch Noble just makes it look so easy, my friend. He's just got on by Ray, and next up on his list, he's got 7 seconds to catch Davo, and then just shy of a little bit more than that, 17 or so seconds to catch Daniel Byrne in the lead of this race. Will there be enough time? Yeah, well, at the moment, doing one. Now he's in clean air. He's still one on lap 14, 1.6 seconds quicker than our leader. Reckons it will catch the leader in 10 laps, mate. Is that going to be enough time there, Steve? I think I might have lost Steve there for a sec.
We did, mate. We did, just for a few seconds. Nothing major, nothing that you can't handle, being the massive pro that you are. But I had to reboot Discord because it was having a nanny, and I couldn't see or hear you properly. So I thought I'd better do it now while I still can.
Is it better?
Ooh.
Yeah. There's a nice little battle.
Yeah, awesome now.
Yeah, these are dry tyres getting past the wet boys.
All of that.
Tommy's got nothing to be able to handle with that one at this point. He's made his bed, and you've got to lay in it now. Oh, but the rain's coming down, Steve.
No,
so
look at this.
Maybe that's the call. It is only
8 to go,
10
and the
minutes.
rain's coming out.
Wow.
Oh, this is going to be a shake-up, mate. We've gone for a nice, quiet stroll at Indianapolis, and all of a sudden, this is going to change it with 9 minutes to go. with all these boys that are on dry tyres now. Donahue has stayed out in the wets. It might be the move of the night tonight. He's finally some luck's played out for Donahue, because he has had nothing but bad luck in season 2 so far. Yes, I've got my voice picked up and I'm all excited again, because now I can see I was having a bit of problem before. But, mate, this is going to really open things up. How wet and how treacherous it's going to be in these next 8 minutes.
Yeah, just see that rain coming down now, if it's heavy enough. I was kind of wondering why. It would make sense why these drivers were like staying out on these wet weather tyres. I kind of thought maybe there's another rain shower coming on the horizon. Would it come in time to make a difference? Because
stayed out. Who else is it? It's Jason Depp, Tyler Sheaf, Stevie Daniels. It's a few of the boys who have chosen it. Let's see if it starts making some headway in the mid-packs as well coming through. I'm back to some nice clear screens at the moment, so I'm a happy chappy. We can do whatever you want with the second cameras as well now, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Back to our live picture-in-picture screen you have down at the bottom. Then that's going to be very interesting. See, I'm going to keep an eye on the times here from Tom Donahue. Staying out, obviously, on those wet weather tyres, whether or not he's going to start making headway in. I don't think so just yet. We're seeing Matt Neal and Nick Martin having a nice little score.
Last lap was a 125. Let's see how he goes around this lap. Last lap was a 125 on Donahue. So we'll see. The fastest lap at the moment is a 121 by Mitchy Noble early on. That was actually his last lap, so not a bad effort, but he's not even showing up on my screen anymore. Whoa. Have a look at this. Davey Gallo coming through there. Look at that. That is beautiful driving coming through. Oh, they've just tagged each other. Oh, that was so close. That could have gone south so quickly, but they managed to maintain pace. Oh, Gallo. Was that Gallo and who Gallo contacted? Was it Mitchy Noble?
Yes, it was. Yeah. Yep. I think I'm going to be very careful
it's
now
getting
because
wet.
there's lots of spray here. Ray Oliver's come in.
Yep.
So he said, no, I'm not going to go another 6 minutes in this race on dry tyres.
It'd be smart to come through now. Look at Mitchy Noble trying to get inside line at the moment. They're all on dries. Donahue is going to be doing a cracking job at the moment. Gallo has called that incident in as they came through and touched on the inside. Mitchy Noble's trying to get on the inside line at the moment on Davey Gallo. Gallo is, I thought he was going to slide into him at the moment. We've got about 5 guys gone into the pits now. Oliver, Martin, Neil and Barton all gone into the pits at the moment as these boys battling it through and having a big crack at it.
I just want to see the time difference now between Tom and the leader. It's coming down, but it's not quite significant. Tom still, believe it on that low on the lap, was slower than Daniel Byrne. He's on the dry tyres leading this race, so he needs this rain to come down heavier. David's it'll be interesting to keep an eye on that.
It's definitely pick up a few pebbles coming down, but these boys are it's starting to get a bit scary for some of them out there. But battles.
David's gone
Barton.
off. David Gallo's gone off.
That's all. That's
and
just
Daniel's
all
in.
Wet weather.
Race leader's in. He said it's too much.
Here we go.
Does Mitch Noble stay out and risk it for the biscuit?
Noble. Daniel Byrne's in. Here comes Bernie. He's in as well. So there's a few people starting to come in. So it looks like Donahue's gamble. Thomas Sonny Cena's gamble as well. Look at all the wet weather tyres coming through, and they're all coming up towards a pointy end, ladies and gents. Mitchy Noble still on the dries. Is he going to be able to make it through this corner, or is it just going to leave the car underneath him and just spin out as he comes across?
He's gone deep
behind him.
So deep into that corner. He's had to come trying to clear it. I think this might be the situation where it's just too undrivable for some of these. He's going to lose a lot of tape. He had a 13-second gap. He's got a 13-second gap to Tom Donahue behind. That's going to come down pretty quickly now. It's almost at 10. He's trying to barely keep it on the track, just as well as these other drivers too. He's got slow. He's spun. Mitch Noble.
Spun.
That's just.
It's all over.
It's all over.
I think he just hung it out there for one lap too many, didn't he?
Yep. Tom's going to come hit through right here, right now, Tom Donahue, and say, "Thank you very much. My gamble has paid off, staying in wet weather tyres for the whole race." Now, what does David Gallo do as well, too? He's got to be absolutely struggling out here. This has just flipped everything upside down now, isn't it?
Got to be tough. Got to be very tough. Definitely very tough out there for him.
Zach Barton, who's done this mastermind strategy again. Remember, he was leading the race, jumped in, put dry tyres on, dropped all the way back to P24. He come back into pit road and said, "No, it's going to rain again." Put wet weather tyres on. Now he's back up into P11, struggling just to keep it on the track there as well too for Zach Barton. But whoa, a little spin in front of him. I think that was Smellenberg perhaps, but anyway, we're going up to the nice little battle here currently at the moment for P5 and P4. This is wet weather tyres versus dry weather tyres at the moment. These
crazy. Crazy bit of work out there. Crazy bit of it. Donohue's now got the lead. Cena, Mitch Noble. Mitch Noble's doing a cracking job staying out there on the wets. Is he trying to get into the pit at the moment?
No, Mitch is on the dries. Yeah. No, he's going to stay out for another lap, which is... Oh, he's going to lose that.
It looks like the
position.
rain might have... Has the rain stopped now at least?
Yeah, but the spray is so
Looks
much
like it has again. Look at that on the bottom of Mitch's car. It looks like it's stopped again. So it looks like it was a bit of a sprinkle. Enough to go through as you got both in and out. Oh, he's just hung on to that. The rear end nearly left him.
Yeah.
And he's just hung on to it. Done a great job doing that. But he's got Jason Depp in front of him.
Yeah, Jason can easily outbrake him in the corner.
Yeah,
there
just,
has so much
he's
more
a car in the
traction.
middle.
Whoa.
Oh, my God. Yep, he's called that in. I don't know. I don't know who he had contact with. That's Stevie Daniels there.
Cam Hardwick, I think, went around as well too. That was as Cam Hardwick's just struggling out there. These things are like roller skates at this point, as you're aware.
Yeah, probably not the safest thing to be out there on the on dries on these conditions at the moment because it's still very, very greasy out there. And every time they go off the track and they come back on again, those tyres are just greasier and greasier. Gallo's just past Mitchy Noble, so he's got himself back up. Oh, as Mitchy Noble goes around again. He's just done another pirouette. I think he's dancing for us.
Oh, and he's got a black flag too.
Lost another spot. What do we got left? We've got just under a minute left. Do we have the white flag yet? Here we go. Where is anyone coming across that we can see?
Tom Donohue has 11-second gap at the moment over Tommy. And the thing is, too, they're in different classes as well, too. Remember, Tom's a pro. All he needs...
Nobles has gone to the pits. Why has he gone to the pits now for a lap to go?
He's black flag.
That's crazy.
He's got a black flag. He has to
he's got a black... Oh, he does too. Must be too many iRacing incidents. Yep. Have a look at these two going side by side, coming down the main straight. What a bit of work there. Daniel Byrne and Davey Gallo, two teammates coming through. Where is this white flag, man? Are we on the white flag lap? Yes. We're on the final lap now. Thank you, race control. You can see these boys coming through. Sonny Cena is a few corners behind behind Thomas Donohue, and Jason Depp a few corners behind him as well. You see him on the bottom screen coming through. But ladies and gents, first heat of two tonight, and we have a change of weather coming through two times. Donohue has gone out on the wets and stayed on the wets for the whole race. The rain is coming back again. You can see it from certain angles again coming through at certain parts of the track. But it looks like some major point overhaul here by Thomas Donohue, who's really going to need them after the last few weeks that he's had. Ladies and gents, as he comes across the line, the first heat tonight for round 3, Thomas Donohue takes it across the line for a grip line and does the championship thing, bringing it home for some critical points as he takes a bit of a return to the big points haul from the racing after being the champion of Season 1. Thomas Sonny Cena crosses the line now in second place as the SLM Academy driver, followed by Jason Depp from the SLM team as well. In the fourth place is Daniel Byrne from the Carling Motorsports team, followed by
Ray Oliver gets it.
He's just pipped. Oh, my God. He's just pipped David Gallo coming around the last corner, fanged it through, and Ray Oliver comes across in 5th. David Gallo in 6th for some critical points there. Tyler Sheep is coming around the corner now to bring it home in 7th. So Thomas Sonny Cena, the Pro-Am winner of the first heat.
I was really impressed.
Zach Barton's
he took 2 pit stops, remember? Oh, but Nick Martin's going to maybe get him. Maybe. Yep.
Oh, I think Martin's just got him there. He's got a toe from the car in front of him. So here he comes out.
Yep.
Yes, it is Zach Button, Matt Neal. Mitchy Noble's coming out on dry tyres after serving his penalty. And he's crossing the line now there with Matty Neal. You can see those boys coming through. The few of them still going side by side, trying to get some extra critical points. Ridley and Tesario coming across the line with Mitchy Noble. Greggy Cook's coming around the corner now in the wet. Dougie Gowans coming through as well. We've got a few boys. Who is the lead? Stevie Daniels, the lead am tonight again. He did the feature and
Chris Tomlin, I think. It was Chris Tomlin.
Yes, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Chris Tomlin, his teammate, coming through and doing that. Wow. Whew. I'll tell you what, a bit of action. Sorry if I'd sound out of sorts tonight, viewers, but as I was driving blind for a fair bit. Things have settled now again with Discord. We had problems with Discord last week on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Doing crazy things. But that was for everyone, not just me. That was drivers and all sorts of stuff. But have a look at that. Jason, they've got a slowdown coming through there. So did Ridley and Mitchy Noble. But what a race this is. It looks like there could be some sunshine coming out for the feature race. And then we're going to see these boys fagging around at this amazing circuit. Ladies and gents, Tom Donahue led the last 3 laps and comes across the line for some critical points after he's had an average start to the season with a lot of bad luck in his racing. Coming in second place. Second place comes Thomas Sonny Cena from the SLM Motorsports team, who have been having a cracking season so far for Season 2. The SLM Academy have been everywhere and all over the place. Jason Depp from the SLM Academy comes in third place. Good to see Jason up down the pointy end again after a slow start to Season 2. Here we go. The fastest lap was Tom Donahue, and now Matty Neal will take the pole position as we have a top 10 reverse grid. Ladies and gents, here's how they finished. Tom Donahue in first place, Thomas Sonny Cena in second, Jason Depp in third, Daniel Byrne from the Carling Motorsports team in fourth, Ray Oliver fifth, Davey Gallo in sixth, Tyler Sheaf seventh, Nicky Martin eighth, Zach Barton ninth after 2 pit stops coming through. Matty Neal from Get a Grip got himself into the 10th place and on the pole position. Kyle Ridley 11th, Tesario 12th, Noble 13th, Cookie 14th, Gowans 15th, Tomlin 16th, Daniels Jr. 17th, Wakefield 18th, and Farrington 19th, Auckland in 20th. 21st, Sam Kutikazinos by Schmellenberg, Cullen, Hardwick, Martin, Latham, Fahey, Hodgkinson, Bragg and Johnson. The last few places were Tinkovich, Miller, and tonight, and Jared Gilbert, who didn't start the race. I think he's having some issues with his gear, same as Geordie Miller downstairs. Stephanie Coley, lucky she hasn't come out in the rain in the AMG, because who knows how these boys set up the profile for the AMG in the wet. They've had an experience with that kind of wet before where it could not get any grip, not even get a grip. But here we are, Indianapolis Road Course, ladies and gents, the current reverse top 10. And then next week, Miami, baby. We are out there for the GP layout, a 2040 race. So that's going to be spectacular. Bit of fuel saving and strategy coming through. I'd like to see a few more longer races in this series. We've got a lot of 2040s, 3030s, and only one in the hour, because I'd like to see a bit more strategy come down to it, mate.
Yeah.
And a little bit using the ticker for fuel and tyres and all that sort of stuff. I reckon I'm going to put that on the wish list for the boys and see if I can push their mental capacity to getting us a couple of races, more than a couple of races, where there's more strategy involved rather than just fanging it around the track.
Yeah, exactly. Another super sprint coming up at Darlington Park where there's no strategy in that one. Let's just go to the end, of course, and with the reverse crop 10 and then reverse 5. But the only 1 hour endurance race is the Interlagos, as you said. It'd be good to have another one in there. Probably put it at a track where, you can a larger track. Like I wouldn't do it at Long Beach because, if you get big crashes, you're going to have half the field out, and then it's not going to be a very exciting race to watch, would it?
A traditional F1 type circuit, maybe.
Maybe a Spa or something like that to do a enduro. Because it's a long track, so. And you don't have track blockers per se. You don't want track blockers in an enduro race because, as you know, if you take out half a field, then you end up with not so exciting. Well, you can never say it's not going to be an exciting race, but you know what I mean.
Yep, definitely know what you mean. Strength of field is up in the moment in this series. I think last time I checked is that 2,700.
Oh, well, it will be
average.
people like Zach Barton out there, 5,700 I rating. Dougie with 4K I rating out there, you know.
So there's a couple there that are
Tom
real
Donahue,
newies out there,
5.6K.
Yeah, that brings a few that bring it down, but because we've got a mix of grid out there. We've got pros, pro-ams, and amateurs out there.
Yep.
But it's lifting the amateurs level as well. The amateurs are getting better and better every season. We've seen a couple of the races last season where the lap paces come out. Teammates cracked into each other at the moment in the warm-up lap.
Oh, look.
Coming through.
Who's driving out there? Is that Greggy getting the safety car? We got a couple of safety car drivers out there.
Mr. Barber's out there. He must have heard me commentating, and he goes, I better go out and check to see how this car's set up for the wet, Steph.
He should, actually. That's what I think, mate, because, it's just as difficult to drive. He's on the wet weather tyres.
Yeah.
And he'll come into the pit lane, actually. So, because our warm-up session is done and dusted.
Yep. This is it. Yeah, warm-up is done. All right. It's got 5 minutes left in the warm-up.
Oh, we have?
So we've got a little bit of time left out there.
No, we're not. We're gridding.
No, we're not. It's just changed. But we've got the 3-minute grid timer, which will go on now. And get ready for some racing, ladies, for the feature race tonight at the Sim Racing World Super Formula Light Championship. Front row, the reverse top 10, Matty Neal from ANZR, beside Zachy Barton from the SLM Group Academy. Row 2 is Nicky Martin from Get a Grip with Tyler Sheep from SLM Academy. And in row 3, we've got the Carling Motorsport legend Davey Gallo beside Ray Oliver, the SLM Motorsports team member. Row 4, we've got Carling Sports member Daniel Byrne behind his teammate, with Jason Depp following his team from the SLM Academy. In row 5, we've got Thomas Sunny Cena following Tom Donahue in row 5. Row 6, Cole Ridley is beside Matt Cesario, teammates for the SLM Academy. Then we have row 7, we've got Mitchie Noble from SRB beside Greggy Cook from Project 36. In row 8, we've got Dougie Gowans from the SLM Sports team beside LCR Esports Chris Tomlin. In row 9, we've got Stevie Daniels Jr. from LCR beside his teammate Kevin Wakefield from LCR Esports. In row 10, Simon Farrington in P19 and Dan Ackland beside him from Black Fang Racing. Row 11 is Sam Kudakazinos beside him Timothy Schmellenberg in 22 place. Row 12 is Ed Cullen's Shadow Racing by Cam Hardwick from the SLM Academy. In row 13 we've got Andrew Martin from Get a Grip with Peter Latham from the Shadow Racing team, followed by Darren Fahey from FDR and Callum Hodgkinson from OPR in row 14. A few more to go, ladies and gents. Lester Craig and Greg Johnson on row 15, getting ready to rock it out there with the last few cars. Dean Sinkovich and Geordie Miller. I'm not sure if Geordie will join, whether his pedals have come back to life or not. And downstairs, we've got Stephanie Piccoli in the safety car, and our race director tonight is Greg Barbie Barber running the show. Jared Gilbert is in the final gridding position, but I don't think he will make the start either. There's a few people having some technical issues out there. Mine have straightened out, and they're all looking spectacular out there again, looking very bright and sunny. Looks like the weather has improved. The grid is very well stacked. How will these boys at the front handle the pressure? Matt Neal, not too sure. Zachy Barton, yes. Nicky Martin is in third, so we're waiting for him to join as well.
They're selecting their tyres. Once again, we've got a mixed strategy here this evening there, Steve,
a lot of
for our tyres. Again, so they know something we don't know about the weather. Are we getting another rain shower coming?
Maybe we're on a need-to-know basis, mate, but I'll tell you what, I need to know one thing. The top 3, there's only 2 in dries. That's Matt Neal and Nicky Martin. Those boys are taking a big punt, and then we've got Gowans, Tomlin, Daniels, Wakefield going. And ladies and gentlemen, the feature race is off, and we've all taken off beautifully. Couple of cars have bogged it down, and some have gone straight in the wall. Oh, and he's left the session. I think that's, not sure who that was. just
Stevie
left
Daniels.
and disappeared as he hit the wall. But Zach Barton's got himself a great start in the front line. Look at this, 4 wide, 3 wide,
Wow.
all coming into it. We're getting through. There's a little bit of contact. One of the cars has gone round. Daniels is round. Daniels has gone round. It looks like he's been mugged as they come through that corner. I didn't think it was going to work. 5 through coming there. But these boys are, tell you what, I feel for Daniel Byrne, man. He's just not got the luck this season again. He's called that in. There's a few people struggling on these wets and spinning around. Ray Oliver has gone round like Malcolm McLaren and driving over his own equipment. Here we got Ridley coming across there. He's got Jason Depp coming through the inside line. Are they going to make it through and take each other out? No. They're all coming through. Wakefield's got incident as well. He's requesting a tow.
Tom Donahue going to try to
Here we go.
Yeah. On the wet weather tyres, because the man that won that first race. And the mastermind strategy is going through the middle here.
Safety car.
All right.
Safety car has been called. Now, the question is, are some of these boys out on dry tyres going to come in and change? Or are they going to stay out because the safety car is out? We've got 30 minutes to go and we're into the first lap. There's a few incidents out there. Maybe we can unpack them while we watch these boys on the bottom screen still live. And you can see Zachy Barton. There was one car there that looked like he went straight into the wall. Like, there it is, hardware failure. Look at that.
It was Stevie.
Is that Stevie Daniels?
Yep.
No, it wasn't hardware failure. It was just his rear end coming loose. Yeah. So he must have a bit of damage coming through that.
This is Daniel Byrne.
Look at this. Look at this. We got 4 wide and another row of 4 wide. Zach Barnes done the right thing coming through. Oh, I can't tell if Daniel Byrne's rotated on his own. At least the boys have all, look at that, the boys have all slowed right down, done the right thing after they learnt from last week. But let's have a look here. Was there contact on Daniel Byrne coming through there? Daniel Byrne is in the centre of the picture coming through there. He's come through. Oh, He's got the inside touch from Ray Oliver. I'm not sure if Oliver had much he could have done there as well. And also with Daniel Byrne as well, because they were 3 wide coming through there. And look at that. They did a pretty good unpacking there, man. I've got to take you what. Hats off to the boys. Definitely did a great job there. Here we go, coming under brakes. Oh, man, I would have been pooping my pants coming into here. I'll tell you what, it's wet, and some of the... Mitchie Noble just missed him. Oh, my God. Oh, that was so close. That was crazy close. There was an incident with Wakefield there at some point as well. We've got the safety car still going, ladies and gents, so don't panic. We are still running and waiting. You can see them down the bottom there coming through. What happened to Wakefield? There's Wakefield there.
Yeah, they got caught up in it.
He got caught up. Well, that's all right. There was he ended up towing for some reason. So he must have got involved in something after this section here. There's Wakefield at the moment.
Yeah,
coming through.
He comes off track around here, a little further on.
It looks like he's off track and he's come back on track.
There.
Oh, I don't think he's got much to talk about there. He's gone off track and come back on track. So I don't know. I mean, I can't see much from that vision. I'm not sure there's other vision we can see from there.
Oh, this is Darren coming out of the pit
This
lane.
is Darren Fahey coming down pit lane.
That was just comes out and has a spin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is Lister.
This is Lister on his
Craig.
own.
Yeah, he didn't have a very great race at the start, but I think
is that Lister from the Red Dwarf?
No, so he's had a little. I stopped and parked it there.
Oh, he's just had a little bit of a static stop.
Yeah,
he's all right. He's coming through. He's going well. All right. Well,
Zach Barton's back into the lead like he was in that first race, mate. So there's your position gainers, and how's that for Dan? Dan the man. Dan Uckland is up 12 places currently at the moment. Cam Hardwick's up 12 places in P12. So there's your biggest gainers at the moment from our shenanigans on lap 1 of our feature race, as to be expected because we got the split field. But no change in those pit stops. So none of these drivers that did elect to start on those wet weather tyres have gone and switched them over at all. They're going to be happy. They maybe once again know something that we don't know, Steve. Are we looking at other potential
They're all
rain?
Yeah. No changes there at all. All stuck with it and all going for it big time. If you're out there, like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons. Safety cars coming in at the end of this lap.
Yep, there it is. Thank you. David out there, yep. Obviously, for the Project 36 boys, Greg Cook was involved in that incident too. But he is one of those cars that had nowhere to go when it was a track blocker. But Cookie's still out there at the moment, running P27. He took a pit stop and still kept the wet weather tyres on.
Yeah, it's they know something we don't know. It's obviously a lot wetter. I mean, there's still a fair bit of rooster tails coming off the back of the tyres, and that's not even at fast pace as well. So it must be pretty greasy out there still. So a little bit too wet. Yeah, look at that. A little bit too wet for dries at the moment. And there's a lot of standing, even in the main race line. Look at that. Still a fair bit coming off, and all the marbles coming flicked up as well. Did you see that?
All right. Safety cars in. We're going to go back green flag racing from our feature race tonight.
We are ready to go. Yibbita. Here we go. Zachy Barnes put the foot down, ladies and gents. We are in 6 minutes time. 4 laps into the race out of 30 minutes to go. Everyone's backed up nicely. They want to get a nice clean first start, because if you are to lose a position here, you would end up at the back of the grid. Very critical part. Look at this. Tom Donahue making a pass on Sonny Cena, as we can see him coming through there at the moment. Cena's on the inside line, Donahue on the outside line, which changes to the inside line again. These boys are growing cracking out there. I'm liking Jason Depp's new green. I think he's updated the colour a little bit. It's a little bit more minty green now, but looking very good. The chicane. Oh,
Matt Neal's off.
Matt Nasario. Matt Neal's off. Matt Neal's off. He's taking an excursion, doing some feng shui in the sand for us.
Greggy.
Here goes Andrew Martin. There's Greggy Johnson coming through. Jason Depp under brakes, trying to get it in under over his teammate there. He's got Tyler Sheaf behind him and Davey Gallo behind him at the moment. Have a look at this. What the hell is Matty Neal doing? Matty Keefe. He's got a team out there. He's got SLM first, SLM second, SLM third, SLM fourth. Then there's Gallo. Then there's Donahue. There's another SLM car. Then there's a Noble. Man, these SLM cars are everywhere. I'm going to have to start changing everyone's names to something else. Gallo is... He's doing pretty well, considering he's got his tyres dirty, man, and gone all the way out there and back on.
Yeah, Tommy Cena will get past him as well, too. He's just trying to get back up there. Mitch Noble's going to put some pressure on him at the same time. Tom Donahue and
break
Tyler.
the toe. You can only do the one move and then back. Here we go. All of that. Oh, he's come underneath him.
Gallo's blinking there for a second, too.
Yeah, Gallo's disappeared at the moment. We can't... Oh, where is he? Yep, I think he is gone. Dan Gallo's dropped to 12th place.
Yeah.
Yep, that car has disappeared. It looks like it's...
I think
it
Matty hit him. Matty hit him.
Oh, no. Oh, this could be a safety car, guys. This could be a safety car.
Matt Tesario says he might have hit David.
He must have popped back.
I think he might have hit where David might have popped back in, yeah. Oh, I can't see David at the moment. He might come back on the screens there for a second, but there. Yes. That's what's caused it. So his connections come back in. Poor Matt Tesario's just... He don't even know he's there. Matt's just driving down here at full speed, right? Like normal, getting ready for his braking point. Watch, his car's going to peel. Bang.
Safety car is out. Safety car is out.
Yeah.
Oh, have a look at Gallo's car rotate round. It's like the fuel tank just leaked everywhere. Did you see that?
Yeah. I did.
Go back and show us that again. You have a look at it. It's over a puddle on the track, but it literally looked like the fuel tank had gone. And from the other angle, and it's just popped everything. Oh, poor Tesario. He had nowhere to go, nothing he could do. But look at this. Gallo's car, as it hits the wall, watch this.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Look at that. It's like the tanks exploded, or that's where all the water is off the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty spectacular, man. That was that's a good slow-mo there for some action footage.
They don't have fuel tank explosions to iRacing. Interesting. So I'm sure Matt won't be too happy about that, but then again, it's not really in David's hands, is it? Well, David doesn't know. He's probably trying to desperately sort out his internet connection there, and Unfortunately, that's the problem. It hits you right at that point.
There's bit of fun out there at the moment. There are, yep. So there's a few people going to the pits at the moment. No, it's just the two that have gone in for some repairs. Bit of a slap on the wrist for one of the drivers for saying get rid of the ones that pinging. But Gallo wasn't pinging. His internet was good. He just all of a sudden disappeared. So his internet has been good. He wasn't on the radar at all. Other cars were on the radar, and one earlier on had to come into the pits and change, try to do something. But
do the drivers know? Sometimes, but by the time they know, it's too late, isn't it? In a situation,
Gallo wouldn't have known. Gallo wouldn't have known. He would have been just driving along and not knowing he's disappeared and just come back in, bang.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Matt Cesario, he just came at the wrong place at the wrong time. But it was spectacular. I'm sure Thomas Sonny Cena will get his teammates' image on for one of his highlight reels. Jamie Davis, where you been, brother? He's in the chat at the moment. Project 36 legend, former Team SRW legend. So we are down to the 12-minute mark, just about, ladies and gents. Safety car is out there. Everyone is regaining
not
everything
changing
they
their
can.
boots, so it indicates to me that I'm thinking that there might be another shower coming, because you see that this is just ultimately going to be drying up the track.
Yeah.
But now be switching that gamble over. You can see the top 9 drivers are remaining on those wet weather tyres. You've got Dougie there and the gambling on those dries.
Yeah.
And a few of the others
Dougie,
further down.
Hodgkinson, Harrington, Tomlin, all betting on it. Latham, Martin, Neil. And then you've got those boys down the back, Lester, Sinkovic, Johnson and Martin, all betting on the dry tyres. Fahey had a bit of a rough night tonight, Fahey. He's out there. But currently the leader for the feature race is Zachy Barton, Kyle Ridley, Jason Depp, top 3. In the Pro-Ams, we've got Tyler Sheaf leading him out, Thomas Sonny Cena, followed by Ed Cullen. In the AMs, we've got Cam Hardwick doing great stuff out there in front of Farrington and Tomlin. So good bit of driving out there. Let's have a look. Most of the leaders are on wets by the look of it at the moment.
That's what I mean. I'm just thinking, because you can see the sun's out. There's not raining. The track will dry out. We saw the switchover point, didn't we, in the first race? It started switching over pretty quickly where those dry tyres were starting to really... it was within basically a space of 2 to 3 laps, wasn't it, that those dry tyres came thick and fast, and those wet weather dryers were struggling out there. But we didn't know at the time, but they knew it, that it was going to have another rain shower down there, and then all of a sudden it switched back over to the wet weather drivers. So that's what I'm thinking. Is there another situation? Look at the clouds. Doesn't look overcast or anything, but we did see it before where it was sunny, and then all of a sudden you had a little shower here in Indianapolis.
Still wet, man. Still wet. Track's still wet. It's even like I'm watching the bottom screen, the guys that are on the dry areas, the rooster tails are still there. It's very slight, but it's still there.
Yeah, but you got a cheap pit stop under a safety car, so nobody's gambling to do that. That's the thing. To, if it comes into play later and all those wet weather tyre drivers go to the end, then
we are green, man.
Overtaking them. Mate.
We are green. Here we go. Zachy Barton's coming around that corner. He's got Kyle Ridley, Jason Depp. Mitchy Noble's got himself up into 4th place, ladies and Tyler Sheaf 5th. Thomas Sonny Cena in 6th. Dan Ackland 7th, Hardwick 8th, and Gowan's 9th, followed by Ed Cullen in 10th. As they come through, they're trying to break the toe and move their way back and forward. It's a pretty dangerous move in the wet too, because you could lose some rear end grip coming through there, especially if you're trying to do it on a teammate, which they are at the moment. Tyler Sheaf is coming through there. He has got Thomas Sonny Cena and Mitchy Noble in front of him. Sonny Cena and Tyler Sheaf too, side by side, living very, very dangerously in those two boys. Two young fellas of the SLM team coming through at the moment. Cam Hardwick has got himself all the way up back to Dan Auckland at the moment. Have a look at Auckland at the moment. He's got the inside line. Is he going to be able to make the move? He's having a look big time. He's got it done on Tyler Sheaf. Beautiful little drive there from the Black Fang driver. I wonder if he's got a mohawk underneath that helmet as they come round that corner and touch the draw. Oh, a little bit wiggly.
Yeah.
He must have heard me coming through that corner. On debut, Dan Ackland tonight for the Black Fang, doing
Still
a cracking
slippery.
job in 6th place.
Still slippery. But what's interesting as well, too, is that Tom Donahue came in and switched it over to the dries. I don't understand why he didn't do it under the safety car. But he said, you know what? No, I'm going to switch it over there. And he's taking a big gamble here now. He might think it's dry enough to go to the end here as we're halfway through this race.
Sure.
Sorry? Tom.
Is Tom Donahue on dries?
He switched over to dries. He took that pit stop just before we basically started green flag racing, which is, once again, I was like, why would you do it? Why wouldn't you do it under the safety car? That happened before, but maybe we don't. He knows something we don't know.
Expecting some of these boys to, I don't know, maybe they need fuel. I don't know. They wouldn't need fuel. It's only 30 minutes. Yep. Definitely not. Oh, who's that? Who's that going straight? Callum. Someone just decided to.
I can't see. Callum.
That's Callum Hodgkinson.
Yep. Callum goes
there. Straight
on. I don't think you can stop it in time. It is still tricky out there. You can clearly see, especially if you're getting the marbles.
Look at all the marbles on the track, though, as well, yeah. You can see that there's a bit of standing water in the chicane there as well. Hardwick on his teammate, having a good go there. He's got it coming through. No, he's not his teammate. He's on Farring. No.
Yeah, Tyler
Did you
Schiff.
just pass?
Tyler
Is that a back marker?
No, it's Tyler. Cam Hardwick just got past Tyler Schiff there.
Okay.
Mitch Noble on the back there.
Oh, yes,
Jason Depp.
sorry, yeah. Here we go. 968.
Mitch Noble, once again, one of the fastest drivers out there, mate. Just had the fastest lap on that last lap before.
968. Sam Krikazinos got that one. I'm not sure who he didn't leave space with.
This is the tricky part on dry tyres to come around that corner at high speed.
Oh, yeah. Look at it. It could leave you any time.
That was the Michelin corner. Remember back in the days when Bridgestone and Michelin?
Oh, was that here?
That was
when
here.
Only one car
that was
out.
the exit at turn 4. That was the high-speed corner. They said, no, we weren't gonna race. And that stopped Formula 1 coming back to this track for the rest of its time.
Beautiful driving out there. We're not getting excited. No, we're not getting excited, but very, very close everywhere up and down the field at the moment. Ed Carlin on Martin on the bottom here. We've got Tomlin chasing down.
Cam Hardwick is a pro? No, I don't think Cam Hardwick's a pro. He's got a 1500
No, Cam Hardwick. I think he's taking the piss.
Yeah. He's driving like a pro.
Yeah, he's driving. He's been driving very well tonight, actually. Tonight's probably his best night he's had this season.
Yeah.
Look at these boys in the bottom screen going for it. Tomlin and his teammate behind him, Stevie Daniels, going side by side, coming through there, having a bit of fun, as long as they keep it off each other. We've got Callum Hodgkinson taking the inside line on Tyler Schiff. He's got it done. Hodgkinson is on the drier line now. Camp. Oh, look at that coming through there. He got mobbed by 2 of them there. Nicky Martin got through there as well. Tyler sort of went inside line to the wet there for a bit, and the rest of the boys thought, no, we're going the outside line to the dry.
How's this? Since Tom Donahue went in pit lane, he set the fastest lap on that last lap, but it's been replaced now by Mitch Noble, so not quite enough just yet. I'm going back to Nick Martin there, who's going to make an overtake.
Mitchy Noble getting fastest lap out there. What the hell is that about?
Oh, I don't know. He found it at 26 flat, so
yeah,
he's managed to go about a second lap quicker than Tom Donahue's dry tyre.
Nicky Martin committed to that final corner from an acute angle with some amazing pace there underneath.
And Zach
Barton. Is he going to have a go here? Is he going to be able to hold it under brakes? Is it going to get squirrely? Give each other room. Well done, Mitch. Zach Barton. Maybe he's thinking Mitch is going to do Mitch things and gave him a bit more space than usual. That's what they do with Verstappen as well. But Mitchie did a great job getting the head of him there. Got the nice little gap and took it out to 1 second straight away. Zach Barton in second place. Kyle Ridley in third. Jason Depp fourth. Cena in fifth. So now the SLM boys are in second, third and fourth.
Tom Donahue just set the fastest lap 2 seconds a lap quicker than everybody else on the dry tyres as Daniel Burns around. So
where is he? I'll put
Tom's
him down on
the
the bottom
P26
camera.
as well too. Is it a
I'll
day
put the
late,
legend.
$1 short with 10 minutes?
It is very much so. 10 minutes to go.
To make up wow, how far is he away from the leaders? He is, he's 45 seconds off Mitch Noble, so that's maybe daylight. Why wouldn't you go into pit lane during the caution and switch it over?
Yeah, it's probably a last minute thing, and dang, I might as well do it and see what he can do. But he's definitely ripping it up. It is. You can see by the bottom screen coming through there. He's got a lot of free air at the moment too.
Yeah, he has.
Doesn't look like there's going to be any rain coming through here. Callum Hodgkinson taking the reverse line to what he did before. Oh, nearly contact on Tyler Sheaf. This time he's coming past his teammate Cam Hardwick as he comes through there. It looks like Callum Hodgkinson has found some new pace coming through there. Nicky Martin pulls it out. He's having a look on Douglas Gowans.
I think he just lifted off there.
What's going on? Douglas Gowans slowing down there?
He just lifted completely. I don't think he was confident.
His oxygen bottle slipped and he's trying to get it back over his face.
Well, he might realise that these guys are in a good position on these dry tyres, Nick Martin, Dougie Gowans, Hodgson, because if they can protect these tyres and just don't risk it too much, they're going to have some serious speed. If they can start doing those times that Tom Donohue was doing, get down to the 24s when the leaders are doing 25, 26, 27s. These guys are in a position that could make up that 10-second or so gap to catch the leaders. So,
Big time.
That's what I think they might be protecting
we could be having
themselves a little
Here
bit.
he goes. He's coming past. He's got, at the moment, Andrew Martin from Get a Grip. He's making life a bit difficult
Nick
for him
Martin
to come
just sets
through.
a 23, fastest lap back there on the dry tyres.
I tell you what, look at Donahue go on the bottom screen. He's flying, ladies and gents. He is absolutely flying. He's setting it alight big time. Jason Depp at the moment, he's chasing down his teammate Cole Ridley in front of him. There's not much action happening between these boys, but behind them you can see Thomas Sonny Cena and Dan Ackland. Dan Ackland is trying to put pressure on the back of Cena.
I want to see
Nicky Martin.
Nick Martin's times here. So we'll just have a look. He's going to be catching. There you go. 2.6 seconds a lap. 2.1. So lap 12. He's going to be on the back there of Dan in no time. And he just set the fastest lap on that last lap as well too. So 23.6. Time is not necessarily on his side too much, Nick Martin. He needs to get these overtakes quickly. I think, if anything, if you can keep it on the track, because it's still tricky, maybe a P3 up for grabs here. Look at the exit speed he's going to have now. Oh, it doesn't like that water.
Splash.
And then
love
he's
the
just
splash of
flip
water.
out.
Great bit of work as he passes the black fang of Dan Ackland.
Bob's your uncle there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Nick Martin up into P6 now, and they're still the fastest man on the track in the dry tyres. So it's definitely enough for dry tyre territory right now, as long as you don't make a mistake.
I think he'll have enough. He'll have enough to get to the pointy end. I don't think Donahue's going to make enough of an impact, though. You've got him on the bottom screen coming through. He's up a couple of places coming through there, but I think it's a dollar too late. Big time.
This is what Tommy Siana's going to be making sure that if Tommy wants to play a defensive game, he's got to force Nick Martin out off the racing line where it's wet. That's what Nick Martin's not going to like on dry tyres. So.
Yeah, 100%. But also he's got to be careful then as well, because that means he's on the dry area, which is going to be slippery in his wet tyres. As Martin comes through there, another tired Apex coming through that area and doing a stellar job coming through.
He's only 8 seconds off the leader.
Fine form.
Yeah,
he'll catch the leaders. I think he will. He will catch the leaders. He's got 6. He's got about 5.5 minutes to go there, and he's cracking some pace.
Dougie
I'm not
gets
sure if
past
he'll
down
get
the
him
dries
some
too.
podium.
He gets past Tommy Siana.
Martin just did the fastest lap, 1:23.07.
Callum's going to get past as well too. So Tommy's going to drop like that. So all those dry runners in a space of one lap. Yeah. Callum should get past him sometime soon here as well too, I'd imagine, on the dry tyres. Interesting.
On fire at the moment.
Here comes Nick Martin on Jason Depp as well too. He's going to be sitting there saying, "Wrong boots, mate." Because if you want boots, you want the boots that are made for walking. These are the boots that are made for walking all over you. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh yeah, kinky boots. Look at him come through. Under brakes, no hesitation at all. The track's way dry enough now for him to pretty much, even off the race line just then, it wasn't that bad for him. But you can see the difference now. You can see where it's nice and shiny white and dry. Dougie Gowan's just going, yep, I'm coming through, bro.
Yep.
Coming through. He's changed that livery again.
Callum's got to get past these drivers. Yeah, I reckon Callum can get a 2-for-1 special here on the dry tyres.
He's got to be careful. Oh, teammates nearly cut his nose off as they came through. Depp on Thomas Sonny Cena, but here comes Callum Hodgkinson. He's going to get him. This exit here into the main straight is where he's killing it. Look at this. Watch this. He's straight out beside them. Boom. Should I get behind him? No, I'm too fast. I've got too much pace on him. Yep. Under brakes on the outside line. He's probably going to take Jason Depp here as well. No, Depp's come across just in time. They've boxed him in. They've boxed him in.
How's that too? Nick Martin got past Kyle Ridley as well too. So Nick Martin got disposed of another one, and he's on the back there of Zach Barton. This is P2. He's got 4 minutes remaining here to try to catch Mitch Noble up the road here at this pace. He needs to get this overtake done pretty much now to allow him to open up clean air and just put banker laps in here to take this race victory. So there it is, Nick Martin clear. And now
Zach's considered that. He knew he had nothing to give him back there. Look at the exit of that corner straight away. Nick Martin's just pulled away like crazy. Look at this.
Yeah.
It's like these boys are on unleaded and he's on super fuel.
I'm going to show you the our new graphics with the catching the driver ahead. So you're going to start seeing this. Look, he got held up a little bit lap 14, but now the hunt is on for that 4-5 seconds. It's saying it's going to catch him in 5 laps time. That's a guesstimation, of course, but you watch this. This is going to slip. He should shave 2 seconds lap off here soon in clean air.
Yep. Well, it says catch him in 5 laps, but we've only got about 2 laps, 3 laps tops.
2.3 seconds he took out of him in that last lap.
Yeah. It might be a little bit too late, but he might catch him but not have enough to pass him at that point. But I tell you what, stellar drive there. How many positions up is Nicky Martin?
I think he's just one up. It's Mitch Noble, the one that got the 12 up on this race. Yep. So this, I don't know if he's got enough time, isn't it? It's just shy of 3 minutes.
Be just shy of it, yeah. He needs one more lap in that coffer. But he's got it down to 2.8, so he's doing a cracking job there. It's set now. It's saying catch it in 3, so the time scale is moving itself as well. Have a look at the sectors on the green, and red. So he is caught him in lap 12 by 1.7, lap 13 1.4. He didn't catch him on 14th, on the 15th 1.7, the last lap 2.3. So he's doing some amazing time, and there he is up ahead.
Yep.
There he is up ahead. There's Mitchy Noble in the wets as he's coming around that corner. Is he going to be able to catch him with the amount of time that's left, ladies and gents? We have got, a minute and a half to go. This should be the white flag. Is he going to be able to make him dive down the centre of it and catch him?
No, it's not the white. No, we got another one.
No, one more to go. So he's got
2.4
laps. He's got 2 laps under his belt to catch him here. It's the hard braking zones through the S's. He's doing it all. Yeah. Look at this. This is where he's going to be catching him, coming through here, this dry area. Mitch has got to be worried about that big time. And the exit onto the dry is where he is getting some rapid pace.
Stellar drive. Dougie up in the P3 as well, too, on those dry tyres. He managed to clear Zach Barton.
He's got this done. A couple more corners, going to be all over him.
Might be right, isn't it? I mean, this is a stellar drive here from Nick Martin. He got grip. He's got the right boots. Mitch Noble's not going to be easy. If like anything, if you learn those lessons from some of those other drivers, you got to be forcing Nick Martin into the wet parts of the track where he's not going to find any grip here.
He's got to get right up him here right now. This is where he's got to be right up behind him as quick as possible so we can get him down the main straight. This puddle's a bit scary for him. He's got to be careful he doesn't flick the rear end out. He's straight away jumped out beside him. He's got the overlap done. What a move! Wow. Beautiful work. One of the scariest parts of the track. It wasn't the easy part to pass, but he's done it. He's got it coming through with 1 lap to go up his sleeve. What a run that was. That was spectacular bit of running there by Nicky Martin. He's going to be doing some big fist pumps in the room, and Dad beside him, Andrew Martin, will be going, go you good thing, get him. They'll be in the room beside each other doing high fives. Tell you what, some spectacular
Matt Neal,
running
Callum, Jason. I was thinking Callum's really been struggling to try to get past these wet weather tyre drivers. This is the final lap of the race that we just saw before. So this is a nice little squabble here for 6th, 7th, and 6th and 7th for Nave. Callum's up 20 places at the moment. He wants to make that 21 if he can clear Jason Depp, and he does. Remember, he's got the right boots as well. Matt Neal's up the road. I don't think he's going to catch him in time. What a cracker wrap. Dougie just sets the fastest lap too on that last lap as well too, so he'll take that
He did a 1:20.99, first to get into the 20s. What a way to go there through there, big time. Is Dougie going to get it around Mitchy Noble, or is he too far back? I think he's way too far back, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I don't think he's going to catch him on that last lap. If Dougie had another lap, he would have Mitchy, but I think.
Yeah, have him for breakfast with a bit of sauce. This will be the final lap coming up. I can't tell from my vision.
Yeah, this is the last lap. So as soon as Nick Martin crosses the line, he will win this race. And he even had a second and change up his sleeve as well.
Yeah, he has. Ladies and gentlemen, the feature race tonight for the Super Formula Championship SRW.
But Dougie got
comes across the line. Nicky Martin takes it. Dougie Gowan steals it off Mitchy Noble coming through the last corner and surprises us all. Mitchy Noble brings it home on the wets in 3rd place. Dougie Gowans, I didn't even get a chance to get excited. He surprised all of us coming around those last few corners and takes it 3rd place.
Yeah.
The OG. Kyle Ridley brings it home into 4th place. Matty Neal into 5th. Zach Barton, then Callum Hodgkinson, Jason Depp, Thomas Sonny Cena, as a few of these boys are racing to the finish line to get some critical points at the end. Have a look at this. Nicky Martin takes the Pro-Ams and the Pros race tonight.
Wow.
Done some fantastic strategy, and Cam Hardwick takes out the AMs. So tonight in the booth we'll have Dougie Gowans, Mitchy Noble, Cam Hardwick, and Nick Martin. Whoa, what a bit of racing that was.
Yeah, good drive there from Callum Hodgkinson as well too for the Blackout OPR.
Yeah.
He got 21 places up. Greg Cook fought his way back up there and got P13, so well done for Cookie after that shenanigans that you saw at the start of the race as well too. But got to give it to Nick Martin and Doug Gowans, I guess, both of those drivers there, sticking it to the right strategy by just doing the dry. And you got to remember, Nick Martin also took a pit stop there, it showed, on lap 1.
Yeah, he did, yep.
I think he flipped him over.
He came out and did the pit stop.
Yeah.
He was involved in some of the incidents earlier on, but I tell you what, Dougie Gowans, we didn't even get a chance to get excited. He came around that corner, blind vision, and he just took Mitchy Noble out of nowhere.
Well, he had the pace. He was setting those fastest laps, wasn't he, towards the end, so... He had what it took at the end.
For some of the other drivers to come up. We're waiting for Cam Hardwick to come up for his photo option. And who was the other one?
Mitchy. It's Mitchy Noble.
Mitchy Noble, that's it. Yep. There they are, 1, 2, and 3, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, lined up beautifully. The champions for tonight and the major podium getters: Nicky Martin, Dougie Gowans, Mitch Noble, and Callum Hodgkinson Cam Hardwick taking the AMs tonight. He's got himself in a bit of form of late, Mr. Hardwick, so doing a great bit of work there. Nicky Martin led the last 2 laps, ladies and gents, with his strategy on the dries, getting him to the pointy end. Dougie Gowans, they're ripping it up big time. Oh, Dougie Gowans is celebrating by ripping his nose off. Oh, dearie me. I'm not sure what livery he's gone for today, but it's definitely not... I did enjoy the Rothmans livery from last week. Dougie Gowans in 2nd place after blistering past Mitchy Noble and surprising us all in the final corner to take Mitch's 2nd step and bringing him down to 3rd place. In the AMs, we saw Cam Hardwick take that, but also Nicky Martin, the Pro-Am, takes out the top step. Ladies and gents, after that, we got Ridley in 4th, we got Neal in 5th, we got Barton in 6th, Hodgkinson brought himself all the way to 7th on his dries, Jason Depp in 8th, Thomas Sonny Cena, after a couple of battles with his teammates, got it up to 9th, and Dan Ackland from the Black Fang got himself up to 10th place on debut for the series. Timothy Schmellenberg In 11th place behind Cam Hardwick, who took out the AM honours tonight. Greggy Cook in 13th place, Sammy Kudakazinos in 14th, Tyler Sheaf 15th, and Simon Farrington in 16th. Farrington taking out the second step for the AMs. Donahue fighting his way through. He made a late call for a strategy change in tyres, which probably cost him a lot of points tonight after his spectacular first run. Ed Cullen in 18th place. Darren Fahey, a very quiet night tonight by Fahey in 19th place. Lester Craig in 20th. So the third place AM tonight looks like it is Stevie Daniels, and then followed by Peter Latham, Chris Tomlin, Daniel Byrne, Martin Johnson, Oliver, Sinka Biggles, Zario, and Gallo, who had a unfortunate incident tonight, Mr. Gallo. Not one of his better nights. Wakefield and the rest of the crew did not come in onto the grid, but we had our race director tonight, Greg Barber, and our race steward tonight, Stephanie McCauley, and she got to drive the safety car as well. What a spectacular night, Biggles. That was a cracker.
That it was. There, Steve, mate. As you can see, our top 10 drivers here. What a pro drive there. What a strategy call. Let's have a chin wag to those drivers about what happened here tonight for the pro. The top 3 podium, and obviously your M winner as well too this evening.
Let's bring in Mr. Hardwick. Drag him out. The room's not that full as it usually is. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in the SLM Academy driver, newlywed man. All I'm waiting for him to say, Sinka, I'm going to be a daddy. We'll have to wait a few more weeks for that, I guess, because he's only been married for a couple of months, and he takes out his second top step for the season already. Cam Hardwick from the SLM Academy. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good, boys. Good. What a night, eh? That was tough.
Tough out there, mate. Strategies on the different type of tyres, and made it work in the end, buddy.
Well, in the first race, I went wet, dry, and then I should have went back to the wets, but I stayed on the dries to finish the race, and geez, it was tough. So I thought this time, no, I'll just stay on the wets and see how we go. And those 2 safety cars probably helped. Wasted a little bit of time, so the track didn't dry out as quick as it probably should have. So we managed to hold on.
So you're not going to get much, with natural weather, you're not going to get much drying these days because it just doesn't get hot enough, does it? It's just, and there's not enough wind as well. But tough out there, man. That first corner, that second race, oh my God, there was like 4 wide, 3 rows in a row.
Oh, it was pretty chaotic. I don't know what happened with that crash at the start, but somehow I made it through. I think I got a little touch from one of the boys, but I didn't feel any damage, so we just kept trucking along, and yeah, it was cool to the end.
That's what I like to see, mate. Well, cracking bit of work out there. What did you think of the track layout?
No, I love Indy. I'd prefer the oval. There's nothing better than an Indy car flat out on the oval, but it's yeah, it's just one of those cool tracks.
Yeah, it is a cool track, mate. The battles out there with your AMs, mate. You've got yourself some critical points tonight. So it's the season is going to go on. I know you SLM boys are all practicing like crazy. Are you getting out there practicing, mate, or is the pub that's too close to the house getting in the way?
Well, look, I got distracted watching some YouTube before the race, so I tuned in about 10 minutes past 7. That was the first time I'd done some laps on this track for this week, so we just sort of went for it, and I sort of just chilled on my own this week as well, so I didn't really have any of the boys in my ear telling me what to do, so just do my own thing and
formula, mate.
See how we went. Oh yeah, I just I don't know, had one of those nights where I wanted to be on my own.
That's it. Sometimes you got to do that, mate. Block out the noise on the track and the noise in the ears from the other people beside you, mate. But congratulations, dude. Another podium. It could be a title fight on it. Maybe Pricey will get his just rewards and have you up in Pro-Am. Maybe not in the 86s, but in this series in the end of this season.
No, we'll stay in the AMs, mate. That's where I'm suited. I'll just fluke in these wins, you know.
Is that what it is, mate?
there's no skill about it. It's just full fluke.
Oh, I love your work, mate. Mr. Hardwick, who gets the SLM Academy on track, mate, and supports your racing?
I just got to thank all the SLM boys. Without their support, I'd be well and truly at the back of the AMs in every class. So I can't thank them enough. They're a great bunch of guys, and they're good to be around. So also got to thank Sudspeed and SLM Painting and Landscaping, I think it is. They chip in a couple of bucks and make us turn up every week.
Well, you're married already for 3 months, and you've forgotten to thanking your wife. Well done, mate.
Well, yeah, no, actually, it's 3 months today. I should say that. I should thank my lovely wife for getting me to the house every day and away from the pub and letting me race. So, thank me, wife. I think she's in the kitchen doing a puzzle.
Is she's doing a puzzle? Well, if she's not, she's getting the frying pan ready, mate. She's getting to scone you with it.
Bong.
No. She's still ready to make some babies, mate. So we're still good.
Love your work, mate. Love your work. Listen, congratulations on your second podium for the season, mate. And good luck for the rest of the season, buddy. It's good to see you smiling and happy out there.
Thanks, boys. Much appreciated. Hopefully we'll see you more often.
Excellent, mate. Ladies and gents, Cam Hardwick taking out the amateur feature race tonight for the SLM Academy and some critical points for the season. All right, let's bring in the first of the top steps, Mitchie Noble. Mitchie Noble is scaring a few people out there at the moment. They don't know whether to pass him or they're treating him like Verstappen when they're out there because they just don't know which Mitchie Noble is under that helmet for the night. But tonight, he gets himself a podium. He thought he was going to get it, didn't you, Mitchie? But that strategy from Dougie Gowans and Nicky Martin was just next level.
Oh, I had no answer to him on the slicks in the final 2 laps. I was watching the time go down and the relative and thinking, oh, we've got 1 lap left. It should be fine. It'll come down to maybe the last corner. But then it went an extra lap longer. So instead of fighting with Nick Martin, I decided I'd let him go. But at the end there with Dougie, that was close. I tried real hard to push him wide, but I decided
that surprised us, mate. We didn't even see it because he was like a 2 or 3 corners behind in that last lap with the Biggles, and then all of a sudden he was there and thereabouts and passing you, and it was like, where the hell did that come from? Like, we were shocked. Here it is on the vision right now.
Bankers after bankers in there. Yeah. I didn't think that Dougie had enough time, Mitch, but, you did your best, man, on wets, trying to keep his dry runners behind you. You're going to give it to full credit to that. How difficult was it?
Actually, it wasn't too bad. I started race 1 on wets. That was a mistake. I learnt my lesson from that. So I started race 2 on race 1 on the dries. Started race 2 on the wets. It was good. After the safety car restart, it was a bit squirmy, especially on exit of corners. I was thinking that the tyres were already overheating and that it was too dry for the wets. But then the grip came back. But I think before the last 2 laps, it was kind of in like an in-between stage where the track wasn't super dry enough to go fully slick, but it was also still slightly too wet. And then in the second safety car, I was behind Donahoe and he pit for dries. I stayed out as a gamble and he finished a bit further down, so I'm kind of glad I did. But it wasn't too bad. I like this track. It's a good track, and at the end of it, I just didn't have an answer.
Yeah, well, you can only do what you can do, mate, and you can only do what things that Mitch does. And tonight was a good Mitch tonight, so it was good out there, mate. Even the spectators were saying it was a good Mitch tonight. So great bit of work out there, mate.
It's been a good Mitch the last few nights.
It has, mate. It has. Which Mitch Noble is going to thank who supports this Mitch Noble for the Sim Racing World Brotherhood? Brotherhood, I should say.
Sim Racing World Brotherhood. Oh, you wish. Well, this Mitch is going to thank old Mitch for leaving because he was a dick. But I also want to thank Acelith, all of our sponsors as well. I'm trying to find the list. Hang on. But I want to thank Acelith, Kennard's Hire, myself, Miller Motorsports, GRS, and of course, all the boys from SRB. Like always, phenomenal blokes. They've been amazing since the day I joined. Super supportive with everything I do. And of course, the missus, who's now back on land on the other side of the planet, I will say, because you can't get any further away than Perth. But she was watching this race, so shout out to her. And all I can thank is her for her support as well.
I don't even know. I don't even have her roster, but I know her roster, mate. I know when she's in town and when she's not. Because you tell us. Hopefully, she's not on a ship where people aren't supposed to know where she is. But she may be divulging a little bit too much there.
well, I'm not saying what ship she's on.
Okay. Well, at least we know she's not in a submarine.
and when she's out at sea, all I say, she's out at sea. So you never know. The ocean's a big place.
To see what she could see. Mitchie Noble, congratulations on a stellar run tonight, mate, and a great bit of work out there. Ladies and gents, Mitch Noble takes out third step out as the pro-ams for tonight, and the pros tonight for the SRW Super Formula Championship. Congratulations, Mitch, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
From one legend to the OG legend, the original guy who's been back from holidays. His wife is letting him drive, and he's changing a bloody livery every week to keep me and you on our toes, Biggles. Tonight, I don't know what the hell that was, but I really preferred the Rothmans. That was really sexy. And welcome to the room, Dougie Gowans. Did you think you were going to get that in the last few laps?
Oh, look, I knew I had the pace on Mitch there, and I was catching, pretty well hand over fist on the dry tyres. He was on, clapped out wet tyres. So the chance was there, absolutely. Got held up a little bit by my own teammates, but they were fighting, so all well and good. But no, it was good. I like the chase, whether it's for P1, P2, or P15. As long as you're chasing someone, you're having fun.
You surprised us, man. We didn't think you had enough time to get it done, and we were looking at Nick coming across the line, and all of a sudden, Biggles goes, "Oh my God, Gowans has just passed him," and we're like, we didn't even get a chance to get excited. It was like he just did it sneakily and just took it in the last two corners.
Yeah, I'm not the best when it comes to wet conditions or changeable conditions or anything like that. I usually take it too careful, which means my tyres don't warm up as quickly as others. And but once Nick got past me, I thought, well, stuff this. So I started putting the foot. I started putting the foot down a little bit harder, and the tyres started coming to me. So I started catching back up to Nick, and then Mitchie appeared on the horizon. I thought, well, I'll have a good go with him, and they eventually got him by about 3/4 of a car length over the bricks.
Mate, that was definitely over the bricks, and we got some nice photos over the bricks as well, mate. Bit of unfortunate incidents of a couple of drivers out there early on. How was it in that first corner coming down? It was like 3 rows of 4 wide. It was like, what the hell? And it was actually the second race. I thought it looked bad, but all it was just one car rotating, but everyone actually slowed down. We didn't destroy each other and drive through each other for a change. I couldn't believe it.
Well, turn one here is a bit of a nightmare, especially when it's wet. So, I'm not surprised that most people did really try to take it nice and easy. It doesn't matter if you're on wet tyres or not, you're still going to spin if you hit that puddle, which is what happened. But, it was nice to see that most people got away, from having an incident there, and they could rejoin the race. Race one, with the rain on, rain off, I bloody pitted twice, didn't know what to do. You got to stop confusing an old band as far as I'm concerned. I mean, race two, I enjoyed that coming back through the field. So, kudos to the admin team for putting it on like that.
Yeah, it was pretty. It kept us guessing as well, mate. It was definitely one of those races where we didn't know which way it was going to end up, if there was going to be a dry strategy or a wet strategy that was going to work at the end of the night, because it was just didn't know where it was going to go. But
look, the first race I was going to start on wet tyres, and then I started on wets and I thought, oh, it's too dry. So I came in, I got dry tyres, and then it freaking rained again.
Yeah, it did.
You know, it's like, what do you do? I should have just stayed on wets like Thomas did, and
Thomas did,
and Jason, you know, and I could hear them in Discord. They were toughing it out. You know, it's going to come back to us. We're going to get rain at the end of the race because they've been looking at the forecast, and you know, I'm always a skeptic, especially when it comes to rain and iRacing. You just don't know when it's going to come. You put the session to 100% and it stays dry, sunny. You know, what do you do?
Yeah, look, it is, and it looked, and the sky was clear too at that point too. So you just didn't know which way it was going to go, mate.
No.
Super Formula It's Australian Open World Nationals. We are our boys, all our drivers out there. To me, as a spectator, look like they've lifted a couple of pegs. It looks like they've got faster and better racecraft this year, even last season to this season.
Yeah, look, I mean, it seems like each season, you know, especially with the Open World Nationals, they get to compete against, you know, some of the best drivers in Australia and New Zealand, you know, and it really shows them where they are at with their skill level. And I would dare say that what you find on the off season and at the start of the season, that the guys get into the car and they actually start to practice a little bit more. You know, I am noticing it like you are, Steve, out on track. You know, some guys are getting faster. Mitchy Noble, he's, you know, he's really taken to this car quite nicely. Nick was very good tonight as well. You know, but it's also, you know, the respect and the racecraft that the other drivers are starting to show too. Like you mentioned, turn one, you know, we all knew that you couldn't be silly through there, you know, whereas normally we'd all end up in a big bingle, but tonight, you know, we got through unscathed. So, yeah, fingers crossed they keep going like this.
They're growing up. The boys are growing up. Even like down the Amson as well. It's like
correct
coming through. It's their I think their eyes have opened up to it. I mean, we've been doing it long enough, and I think the racecraft is really starting to develop. I mean, shit, we had last week. I think we had 1 second difference between first and 25th in the qualies. I mean, that doesn't tell you something. I mean, even though we've got a fair few amateurs and pro-ams in there, our racing factor in iRacing is around, I think it was 2,800 for this race.
Wow.
So
wow.
it's not too bad considering you've got a couple of 5,000 boys and a couple of boys that only got enough points to be able to drive in this series and don't do any you know, officials at all anymore. So it's pretty spectacular. But mate, back to you. You've had your holiday. You've come back. You've done two rounds, starting to get down to pointy end, starting to throw the gauntlet down for a bit of a title fight. Donahue has had a bit of a disappointing start to the season, bit of bad luck in 2 races now so far. Tonight, I think it was just really strategy that came down to it. But we can see at the moment, Biggles is showing us the ladder. It is Zach Barton, Dave Gallo.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just before tonight. Thomas Donahue. Where's Dougie Gowans? Dougie Gowans in 7th
I'm all the way.
place.
Yeah.
Place. You are always a slow starter. You're like a steam engine, mate. You're just building up that pace all the way through.
Don't know about that, you know. I mean, the names you mentioned there, you know, rapid bunch of guys there. Tom, very fast. Zach, very fast. You know, I mean, you can never discount Dave and Dan, excellent drivers.
I can't believe they come back to some form. They've really come back to some form this year. You can see that they've got back in, and because they were phenomenal together as a teammates.
Yeah.
You know, in the open wheels for a long time, and they're starting to get back in form. I think that Dan's just got a bit of bad luck up his sleeve at the moment. He needs to shake some hoodoo out.
I know. Yeah, and it's hard when that happens. You know, it's tough to turn up week in, week out, and because your expectation is always that, oh, well, we're going to have another shit night tonight, you know. I'm hoping that corner gets turned very soon for him, you know, and he gets back up the front.
He's a weapon of a driver.
Yeah, where he deserves to be.
In this car, I correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the Dan was faster than David originally in this car, but David's really come back to this car massively. I
don't know, mate. I don't know. I've always seen them pretty well on par with each other. You know, I mean, if there's any discrepancy between them, it's 1/100th either way.
Exactly. When I'm nitpicking here, don't worry.
You are. Absolutely you are.
I'm nitpicking, mate. Don't worry, I'm nitpicking. You can see them in qualifying. It's like their times are just ridiculously close.
Yeah.
They're perfectly suited as teammates, and they drive very smartly as teammates too, which is really good. I love that's what I love about them as well.
Joined at the hip, you know, and from in regards to how they operate as a team on track, there's none better.
I was a bit, well, before I kick you out, I was a bit worried because at one point we had 5 SLM cars in a row from the top of the grid to the 5th place.
As it should
And
be.
and I thought to myself, oh my God, Matty Keane and the new baby is going to be jumping around. Oh, come on, boys, bring it home.
Hey, we are literally aiming for domination, mate. You know.
I know you guys are. I know you guys are. You got Matty
Yeah.
Keane's the new what's the prime minister? What's the prime minister president in America? What's his name again?
I don't care. I couldn't give a shit about that fella.
Yeah, Matty Keane's the new Trump of the
Oh
sim,
God,
of the
no!
sim
Well,
racing
oh,
world.
mate, well, I'm leaving the team if that's the case.
Listen, we've got to get you out of here because Biggles needs to get to bed, and I've got to speak to Nicky Martin, who's probably snoring beside his old man in that room.
Mhm.
But Dougie Gowans, who gets the SLM Academy and yourself out on track, mate?
I want to thank SRW and all their major sponsors, you guys for the broadcast, RC for tonight, the admin for putting on the sessions, all the viewers out there and all the drivers for turning up. Massive shout out to SLM and all our drivers. SLM painting and maintenance down there in Melbourne, and Sudspeed for all your racing apparel.
Excellent, mate. Love your work. Congratulations, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, the OG, the original guy in our Super Formula Lights tonight for the feature race, Mr. Dougie Gowans takes out second place. He stole it off Mitchy Noble in the last corner like a little thief from Baghdad. Well
See
done,
you,
buddy.
boys. Bye.
Take care. See ya. All right, he's going to be waiting in there. He's been sweating it out for ages. He's got his old man sitting beside him, and he's all pumped up. He's probably doing high fives and yippies all the way down the main straight as he brought it home with 5 laps to go. He was nowhere. Nicky Martin's taking the top step for the Pro-Ams, but also the pros in the feature race to take out round 3 of the SRW Formula Super Lights. How are you, buddy?
I'm fantastic, mate. That was an absolute ball to drive. Had a bit of everything. I was off at one point. I was in the side of somebody. It was spinning around, and then to come home on the top, it's very, very good.
Very, very good, mate. You're heading a really good purple patch, mate. Where are you going to? Is this your first or outright?
This is my first outright win in SRW.
We spoke about this a few weeks ago. I think it was it round 1 we spoke about this,
Round
about
1.
you getting your first outright, and you've been really hanging out for it and waiting for it to happen. And it did, mate. Did you think it was going to happen this quick?
Well, I didn't expect it tonight because the only practice I did was about half an hour before qualifying started. So I just kind of jumped in and hoped for the best, and then the car just came to me and the track came to me right at the end. And not quite this early. I thought I might have got it in the GT3s the other night, but that didn't quite happen. So
what are
you
you
give me a bit of rain, and I reckon I can make it happen every week. So.
Well, the boys are the admins for this series have done a sensational job with it. That was keeping myself and Biggles on our toes as well. The question I'm going to ask you is, what's your thoughts about this series becoming open setup?
Nah, no good.
No good.
Wouldn't want it, nah. The racing is this close because we have fixed setups, and it allows the guys.
Yeah, no, I'm
to
just throwing in some acorns, mate, because we just spoke with Dougie, and you'll probably watch it back. The grid has grown from the AMs and the Pro-Ams, and the difference between the top and the bottom is not that much anymore. It's like 2 seconds a lap, and racecraft from the Pro-Ams and the Pro-Ams and AMs has improved dramatically and getting cleaner and cleaner. So I'm really loving it.
It's good to see.
Yeah,
I don't think we really. I think we might have had 1 tow in the first race, so it's pretty good when there's that amount of water.
That's true.
So.
And Mitch, during most of this race, about 2/3 of this race was pretty wet, and you guys gambled on the dry. Well, actually, you came in on lap 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
right?
I started on dries and then got damage off the first lap, and then risked using my fast repair off the start, and then I think I came out 22nd, and then that safety car ended. I think I made up a couple spots, but the track was still far too wet for dries. Then we got that second safety car. That brought it right to the crossover point. So then I was able to, I think I got 5 cars off that first restart lap, and then I just picked people off.
Yeah, and the last couple of laps, you picked about 2. I think you just got past like Carl Ridley there. You're working on...
Yeah, there was about 10 minutes to go, and it was about 10 seconds to the leader, or maybe not even that long to go. Maybe it was about 8 minutes. And I went, I reckon I can get this. And I ended up getting a lap longer than I thought and had him well and truly. So
You were exchanging. You were getting some banker laps. So it was between you and Tom Donahue went in really early. After that, he actually went in after the safety car came out. So the safety car went green again, and Tom's like, "I'm jumping in pit road," which I couldn't get my head around that because he could have done it before. And anyway, he didn't have enough time to make up, and he was setting fastest laps. And then you said, "Okay, I'll just exchange fastest laps with him as well too." So you and him were setting, 123s. 124s and stuff like that, where the rest of the field were doing 125s and 6s and 7s.
I think we got it down to 121s in the end, so I think he even did a 120. So there was a couple of laps to go, and I heard he did I think it was a 120 point something, and I went, yeah, I'm not going to risk doing that. It's not worth throwing it in the wall when I can win this. So
Crack a bit of work, mate. Crack a bit of work. And
I can thank Dad for that, because I was very close to starting on wets, and it was like nut dries, and I went, I'm starting third, but what have I got to lose? And it paid off in the end. So.
Yeah, 100%, mate. It's one of those things you got to just bank yourself for it. You motivated Dougie Gowans, because once he saw you fly past, he started the hunt for Mitchy Noble as well. And
I've never passed Doug like he's standing still before, so that's another thing to check off the list.
He was very, very cautious until you went past, and he was like, "Oh, I better giddy up here. He's on dries. I'm on dries."
Yeah.
And then he surprised both of us in the last corner. We didn't expect him to do it. We didn't even show it in the race. We saw it in the replay. So crack a bit of work, mate. You saw you doing your burnouts and getting all excited. Was Pa next to you cheering you on?
Yeah, he was. So.
Yep. Are you gonna go back and save this as a screensaver for yourself for the last few laps?
Yeah.
One of those motivational videos, mate. So when you wake up in the morning, its first thing is there, Nicky Martin across the road, takes it. Just get yourself pumped up.
Yeah, it was nice to be chasing for a win before. Normally I'm just defending, so it was nice to actually go and take one.
Excellent work, mate. Well, Biggles needs to get to bed, mate. Who gets the Martins out on track and get a grip?
Yeah, so obviously the team at Get a Grip, and I can't thank Dad enough for racing with me tonight. And the strategy calls, and then I got Jesus Racing, Life Choices Foundation, Velo Racing Products, and the Your Name Here campaign. If you want to see your name on our cars, then hit us up. And of course, the fact that Biggles is still faster than Steve. And thanks to the sponsors of SRW and you guys for putting on the show.
Excellent, mate. Excellent work, dude. Congratulations. And keep it going, mate. We've got, what do we got? We've got, we're in round 3. We have got 7 weeks to go before we are at the Australian Open Wheel Nationals. So I need you in fine form, mate. We're going to have to start getting these boys in together for sessions to get in there and tear it up. Yes.
Sinner and I have got some hard decisions to make over the next week of whether we stay in Pro-Ams or go up to pros. I know some people calling for us to go to pros, and after winning tonight, it's going to be hard not to. We'll see what happens.
Well, I'll leave that up to you admins to fight it out and duke it out in the room, because I know there'll be conversations going on, because my Discord thing just goes ding, 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 and I'm like, I bet you it's the SFL admins again. I look down and yep, sure enough, 20 messages. Mate, who gets you out on track? And,
I've already done that.
Racing. Oh, you've done that already? Okay,
yeah, we did that already. I mean, I can do it again if you want. I'm sure the sponsor.
No, that's all right. Once is enough. You get you out of here. Congratulations, dude. Keep it up. Ladies and gentlemen, taking out the top step tonight and popping his cherry for the round 3 of the Super Formula Championship. The champion tonight for the feature race, Nicky Martin from Get a Grip.
Thank you.
Take care, brother. All right, Biggles. That brings us home to another amazing night of racing. That it started off a bit quiet. I mean, my Discord was doing all crazy sort of things. I'm pretty much driving blind, and I'm sorry I had to leave you to your devices.
Oh, you're all right, mate. I understand. It is what it is. That's the situation, of course.
It still turned out to be a spectacular night, man. Some really good racing, good story at the end of the day. Strategy came through. A couple of the boys at the pointy ends took the wrong strategy call and cost them some critical points. So the title fight's going to go on for a few more weeks, mate.
That it will. And that just goes to show what changeable conditions can do. Like, even the best drivers can get caught out completely on that one. And that's a situation where the other drivers take advantage on that. It's a Drive to Survive, not the Netflix series, but Drive to Survive in changeable conditions. It catches everybody off guard. You also got to be at the right place at the right time. You saw earlier in those replays, a lot of these drivers that we spoke to in those top positions, also the ones that had to avoid the incidents and that first lap shenanigans on our feature race as well too. So, and even with the damage that Nick Martin had mentioned as well too, that he had to go get repaired. That's 53 seconds on top of a pit stop that he had to do and fight his way back up to the field. So that's why you say you're down, but you're never out, my friend. Especially in changeable condition racing.
Very true. And he showed us how to do it. He didn't have easy passes to do either. He had some really tough passes to get around there, get onto the wet side of the track and everything like that too. So it was a great bit of driving out there and very controlled through what he probably could have done and tried to push too hard and overdrive it. He maintained control all the way through and did a cracking job. But that brings us to another night. We've finished tonight, Wednesday night, at the Super Formula Lights. We are at Miami, baby. We got Miami for a 2040, a bit of strategy in the 40-minute. There will be definitely a pit stop required there. Maybe I should get the boys in admin to reduce the fuel level even more to push it for a second one. That would be pretty cool.
There too.
Yeah, a bit of rain, and you never know. But we'll definitely probably have rain in Donington, man. It's England, mate. It's going to be pissing down there this time of year. But another spectacular night. Special thank you out there to Grim Industries. If you're out there and you're after something different for your home, a feature table, some feature ornaments or something like that, the V8's legend at Andrew Grimm is amazing at what he does. He's doing Ferraris, he's doing Aston Martin engines. He's doing everything, man. It's crazy things that he does, and he's shipping them all over the world too. He shipped one to Cuba a few months ago, so people all over the world are asking for it. And also a big thank you to Shunt Scenery. If you're into flight simulations and you need some 3D rendering done for your simulation, reach out to Greg Barber at shuntscenery.com.au. And that hurts every time I see that. Dean is faster than Steve. Yes, at the moment he is. Big thank you out there to Phoenix Driver Development. If you're into the Gen 3 and Gen 2 V8 supercars, please reach out to Laz and Rian, and they'll give you some coaching one-on-one or in team, but also with setups for the cars too. That's a special thank you to them. And last of all, Warren and Brown Tools for being the legends that they are. If you're at the automotive show at Jeff's Shed this weekend, go out there and say good day. Tell them that Steve says hello and that you're part of SRW or you know the SRW crew. They'd love to see you out there. They've also got some cool giveaways as well, which we'll be promoting once the show starts too. But ladies and gents, at the top steps there, we've got Nicky Martin, Mitchie Noble and Dougie Gowan's taking it through, and the rest of the boys, Cam Hardwick, taking the AMs out. Thank you for supporting us. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you don't miss out the events. Tomorrow night, we are racing with the GR86s for another cracking night. I think we're at Brands Hatch tomorrow night, so it's going to be pretty cool. Tune in at the same time. Thank you for your support. Thank you for coming out and joining us again. Biggles, thank you, and good night to you all.